Alright, so we're going to install the new upgraded control arms. They're a lot beefier than the stock ones are. The stock ones are hollow on the bottom. These ones should hold horsepower a lot better. But on these, I have to knock this bushing out. And I gotta put this one in. That way it'll fit my bolts. So let's do that before I get too carried away. All I'm doing is taking this bushing, setting it against this one. Make sure it's flush on both sides. I got this one ready for the other side. Might not need any bushings or spacers. I'll give you big washers to put in her place if you need shims, but it's pretty solid. I don't think I do. Now, I gotta go over here. And take these bolts out on both sides. Get the control arm off, but I'll get them out real quick. Alright, what you want to do to get them evened up, take your bolts, put your bolts in both sides, and then put it on one side, and then you'll measure it up with the bolt holes. That'll get it close, but it ain't gonna make it perfect. Now I'm just gonna get it off. And they're easy to get on, but pain in the butt to get off. Centered or something. I'll get back to you when I get this. Alright, so I got the top one out on front, and the top one out on this side. And I bet you, yep, I did. Oh well. The grease elements on these are backwards. Oh well. But the top ones didn't need shims, but the bottom ones are gonna need shims. Probably one on each side, or maybe even two. I mean, I don't really know yet. But let me get these bolts. Alright, so what I had to do is to put two shims on this side. I want to put two on this side, on the upper part. But I had to jack up the the front axle. That way my hole would line up. Get my shims. Easier to put the shims on this side first. And then get your bolt started. There we go. It's a little loose. A little loose up here, but I feel like when you tighten it down, it'll kind of pinch it closed. Got the top one in. They look a lot better than the stock ones, though. They look a lot better. They're max speed rods or speeding rods. Max speeding rods. That's what they are. Alright, so now we've got the upper and lower control arms in on both sides. So the bolts that I use for the control arms are 9/16-12 by 4 inches long. They're just 9/16 bolts, 4 inches long. And on the shocks, I used I think it's a 9/16 bolt with 3 inches long on the bottom. Need to adjust that plate. I'll have to adjust that plate to get these bolts back up. I got another one of them plates and insulators coming for the shocks. I also went ahead and put the steering box on. But the front end's almost done. Fixing to put the motor in. I just gotta get the bolts for the cross member. Gotta get them. I just need to put the nuts and tighten down the control arms. It definitely looks a lot better though than what it did with the stock ones. These are real heavy built. And when you put these on, which I don't have it ready to go, but when you put these on, you really need to get it aligned, because it kicks. You can loosen up the bottom one, and it'll kick the axle forward a little bit. But I don't need that right now. But once I get it all put back together, then I'll go get it aligned. But still a long ways away from that. I gotta cut the floor out of the cab and redo the cab, but it's going fairly well. I also have the front brake line around. It bolts right here in between the control arms, and it runs up through here. But I don't have the bracket for this part of the brake line. They don't make it anymore, so I gotta make my own. But I'll leave it at that. That's how you, from what I recorded anyway, that's how you can put control arms on a 1997 Dodge.